Is there a secret to growing your church social media account? Well, I believe there is. And in this video, we're going to talk about some of the psychology and mindset required of someone who is active in the church social media accounts, being on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and so on, YouTube. And we'll also be talking about the algorithms that these platforms use. What is the motivation of these platforms? And how can we get on the right side of them so that our content is popping up and therefore will grow our impact and our reach and all of those good things, which I'm sure is your motivation. Why would it not be? So let's get started. The first thing we need to understand a little bit is the motivation of a social media platform. So if we were to take Instagram, for example, what is the motivation of Instagram to exist? Believe it or not, it's not really about enabling your church to be seen. What they most care about, which is okay, by the way, is money. Ad revenue, and it's a business. And so the more users on the platform, the more people spending more time on the platform, the more ads that can be shown, and therefore more money can be made. So this is a really simple but basic principle that we need to keep in mind, which kind of forms the basis of how everything works on Instagram and on the other social media platforms. These guys are using algorithms and programs to essentially dish up to the end user the content that they feel they would like to see. Why? Because they're trying to get that user to stay on the platform for as long as possible and to have a positive experience, and they'll come back as well. And so interestingly enough, sometimes these algorithms get a bad kind of rap. It's like, oh, the algorithm. But the algorithm is actually there ultimately to serve the user. It may succeed or fail, but that's the goal of the algorithm, is to bring good content that they're going to like seeing. And so when we get on the right side of the algorithm, we're going to find that our content is not only kind of lifted and elevated to our followers, but it's also going to reach new followers and new people as well. So how do we do that? How do we take advantage of the algorithm and figure out what sort of content is it trying to deliver? Now, the algorithm is delivering different content to different people. It's based on what they're looking at. And so, you should have a target audience in mind of people you're trying to reach, because otherwise the algorithm may get confused at the sort of content and deliver it to the wrong people. So that sort of consistency and things like that are really helpful to be aware of. But ultimately, there is only one way to know if content is going to work or if it's not going to work, and it's this. It's to post it. The only way to know if the algorithm is going to like your content is to actually post it. You can guess, you can plan, you can schedule, but the only way is to post it. And one of the reasons we have a problem with this is because when we look around at other accounts that are doing well, maybe other churches or personalities or businesses, we tend to come across these accounts by seeing their most popular posts. Now, why is that? That's because the algorithm is always looking for the best posts. And so the one that goes viral, the one that is most successful, the one that is most recent, that's the post that we tend to see. And it can leave us with the warped idea that these accounts never make a bad post. Everything they post turns to gold, and there must be some sort of secret way of doing it. But actually the secret is that they understand that some of the things they post will not work, some of the things that they post will work, and the only way to find out is to post them. And so that's the first kind of mindset shift we need to tackle, particularly if you are, working for someone or a pastor or someone that they're like, hey, we need to see results. You need to have that conversation where they're going to understand that not every post is going to take off. In fact, it's going to require that some of them don't, and we're going to figure this thing out together. And so you post the content, and then of course we want to watch and see how does that content perform. Now, this is sometimes a mistake we make. We go out, we experiment, we try lots of things, but we don't ever actually look and take some notes, go back over the last month, 2-3 months, and look at the posts that you've posted and figure out, which ones have done well, which ones have reached more people, which ones have got saved. You've got metrics built into all this stuff. You can check it out. And then when you watch and see how it does, make some analysis about why. This is the hard bit, but you're going to find that there will be some things. Hey, that was funny. People liked that content that was a bit more funny. Hey, we talked about this particular topic here. And or maybe this particular person was talking, or maybe this particular camera angle. And you're going to start to pick up on trends as you post. Now, if you're unwilling to post a lot, or if you're slow to post, you will be slow to learn. So the more you can post, the more you can get over that awkwardness of people aren't seeing our stuff, the quicker you're going to be able to figure out what are the qualities of great content. So in this video, I'm not going to tell you what they are because it's going to be different depending on what you're trying to do and your area and all those sort of things. But if you can go on the process of learning, you're actually going to figure out these things for yourself. And then, of course, finally, the last thing you want to do is you want to make more content like your most successful content. And you can keep experimenting, you can keep trying to put stuff out there, but have a look at the data. The algorithm doesn't lie. It tells you what people actually like. And so if you are working in a team and your leader's saying, oh no, we need to do this sort of stuff, but you have data to show, hey, these posts don't do very well and here's why. It's really worth doing this process, as it will allow you to be more informed and therefore be able to grow your social media account. Hey, I hope you found this helpful. Please hit subscribe to get more videos like this around church leadership, social media, branding, all sorts of stuff, and entrepreneurship and creativity. My name is Sats, aka the Digital Rabbi, and I'll see you in the next video.